This is a story about a wise spiritual leader. One day, he was walking through the market during the month of fasting. As he passed by, many people started leaving their shops and businesses just to come meet him. Seeing this, a thought came into his heart. Even when kings pass by, no one leaves their shop. But when I walk by, people come to greet me. How great must my status be? Then he realized that his ego was being inflated by this attention. He had to pin down the sense of being identified. Then he realized that his ego was being inflated by this attention. To humble himself, he picked up a date from a vendor's cart and put it in his mouth. He didn't even eat it. People saw this and said, "Look at him. He's not even fasting. What kind of holy man is this?" They began to insult him. He said that although people turned against him, his connection with his Creator became stronger. He cried that night, realizing how dangerous praise and admiration from others can be. A famous thinker once said, "Rotten wood can't handle polish, and noble people can be ruined by praise." In the past, kings would hire poets to constantly praise them. Even today, leaders and wealthy people are often surrounded by flattery. But a true spiritual person avoids praise. They don't seek the approval of others. They only want to be right in the eyes of their Creator. It's important to never develop a desire to be praised. Instead, ask yourself, what do good and sincere people think about me? That's the opinion that truly matters. There's a story about a leader who was standing with the Prophet when a funeral passed by. People praised the person who had died, saying he was kind, helped the poor, loved his family, and was a good person. The Prophet said it has been confirmed for him. Soon after, another funeral passed. People criticized the person, saying he was dishonest, selfish, and hurt others. Again, the Prophet said, it has been confirmed for him. When asked what he meant, the Prophet replied, "You are the witnesses on earth." In other words, the sincere opinions of honest people carry weight. There's another story. A man stood under a tree when someone came and warned him a strong storm was coming. He said, "God will protect me." Second and third person came and said the same, but he still didn't leave. Finally, the storm came, the tree fell, and the man died. People questioned how someone who had such strong belief could die. A wise person said, the three people who warned him were the signs sent to save him, but he ignored them. This teaches us that when sincere people care enough to warn or advise us, we should listen. Those voices are often not just their own, but guidance in disguise. There's also a story of a man who asked his sister to find out what the Prophet thought of him. When she asked, the Prophet said, "He's a good man, but I've heard he sleeps all night and doesn't wake up to pray." When the sister told him, he said, "From today on, I won't miss my night prayers ever again." He wanted to improve because the opinion of someone good mattered to him. Even great companions of the past cared deeply about what sincere people thought about them. They didn't chase praise, but they valued the honest feedback of people they trusted. In another story, someone insulted a great leader's son, calling him the son of hell's lock. When the son told his father, the father smiled and said, "Go ask that man to write it down and sign it." When they did, the man explained, as long as your father is alive, hell will stay locked because he won't let people do wrong. This shows how a harsh statement can carry deep respect and meaning. So ask yourself, what do sincere people think about me? What do your parents, teachers, elders, or close friends think of your character? Sadly, some people live in such a way that even their parents are afraid to talk to them. That's a terrible situation. The Prophet once said, when a funeral passes, either the person is finally at peace or others are relieved that this person is gone. Some people leave behind good memories, others leave behind only pain and trouble. So live in a way that when you're gone, people remember you for your kindness, your honesty, your compassion. That's the real legacy. Some people, even at funerals, will say, this person helped me in my worst times, or they covered my faults. Others may say, Pete caused me a lot of pain. These voices will be recorded. When good people speak positively about you, let it be your treasure for the next life. When someone sincerely praises you, not to flatter you, but because they've seen your character, value that. In the end, don't seek praise, but do care about what good people think of you. That feedback can guide you. That reputation will follow you. And that testimony will be brought up when it matters the most. This shows how even harsh words can have a deep wisdom behind them if they come from righteous people. We should reflect. What do righteous, sincere people think about us? We should also care about what our parents, teachers, mentors, and elders think of us. Some people are so unfortunate that even their parents are afraid to speak to them. That's a terrible condition to be in. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, when a funeral passes, either the person has found salvation or people are relieved from their harm. Even at funerals, people will speak. Some will say, he helped me in hardship, while others may say, he oppressed me. So always live in a way that the opinion of good people becomes your testimony on the day of judgment. Let their statements be a source of honor for you in the hereafter.